And today we're looking at an amp that looks like that. And it's an Engl amp, and yeah, my name's Kapoor.
Hey, I'm Alex, welcome along. We're going to check out Powerball II, which is sounds like a James Bond movie, but it's not. Please hit like and subscribe on the channel, give us a thumbs up, ding the bell, say hi in the comments, that'd be awesome.
Please do, please do, please do. And just want to mention right from the start, this is not a sponsored video. So I bought this amp with my own hard-earned pocket money that my wife is so kind to give me when I do the dishes and stuff.
Yeah, nice.
So I bought this off a good friend of the show, sadly not around anymore, our good friend Ben. I actually call it the Bengal most of the time because it kind of has his name in it, right? So it's Bengal, but anyway. It's the Powerball II. Now, it's a humongous 100-watt 6L6 tubes in it, mostly associated with kind of metal amp, but I think it's really good for other things other than metal too. And people often take that as maybe in a derogatory thing, that it's good for things other than metal, and it's not only for metal.
Like a consolation prize.
Yeah. I'm not saying I'm not saying it in a derogatory way. I'm just saying I think there are other things you can play, lots of other things you can play other than metal on this that sound really, really good. And this is what this video is about. This is not about showing how good of a metal amp it is. It's about showing that it works with guitars that you may not associate with this amp. So that's the whole idea behind this. You can watch a sort of first impressions video that I did of it up here. I did years ago when I first bought it, when I first got it.
Yep.
Because I think it's super versatile. Anyway, that's just me, right? That's my little thing. All right, so it's 4 channels of awesomeness. And a lot of people look at this stuff and probably go, this looks very, very intricate because there's lots of knobs. But it's not that hard, really. So basically you have the top row of knobs and the bottom row of knobs. Let's discount those 4. They're basically volume and presence control and stuff like that. That's sort of overall. You've got the top row and the bottom row. The top row are channels 1 and channel 2. Bottom row are channels 3 and channels 4.
Yep.
Channel 1 and channel 2 are sort of clean and nice, sort of vintagey crunch, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
The insanity comes with gain when you go to the bottom, and it's channel 3 and channel 4, slightly differently voiced. Lots of things you can do with it as well. So we're going to go through it relatively quickly because there's tons of other videos. And if you want to see metal videos with this amp, check out different videos. We're just going to make it work for us, right? Yeah. Setup-wise, what are we doing, Alex?
Sure, we'll go through a Marshall. Yay, this one's white, just so happens to be white. It's just a standard 1960 slant cabbed mic with a Hohm Microphone ribbon mic. And we did a little video on that, so if you want to check that out. It's
Up there, and a link to it below as well.
Specialised
Australian-made.
Sorry?
Australian-made.
Yes.
Handmade.
Specialised ribbon for amps. That's what it's designed for.
Yeah.
And just going straight in. Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Now, pretty much everything, most things are foot switchable in here. Sorry?
However, it is attenuated. We should say.
Oh, yeah, we should mention that.
Because it's stupid loud.
It's 100 watts, yeah.
It's not just loud, it's stupid loud.
It's stupid loud. So we do have it running through the Captor X at full attenuation. So some people will go, oh, it's not the true sound, man. But yeah.
It's either that or we lose
Or we lose our hearing.
Feelings.
Yes. So we're not using the Captor for anything other than attenuation, right? So everything you're hearing comes from that microphone. So should we start off with channel 1, right?
Sure.
Let's just check out channel 1. So you've got this let's start off with this, right? You've got these 2 switches here. With this switch, you kind of go up and down, and with this switch, you go left and right. So if you want to go from channel 1 to channel 4, you go down and over, right? That's how that works. So we got channel 1 now, just so you know. So channel 1, you've got a gain control. This is the gain control for channel 2. Then you've got a shared bright and depth switch, or bottom switch, they call it. So it's adding top end and adding a bit of bottom end on the preamp section, right? That you can turn on and off, which is shared for channels 1 and 2. Then you have a shared bass and mids, and then you have a clean or channel 1 treble control and a channel 2 treble control. And then you've got the volume control for the channel, and then over here you've got the overall master volume. So this is all preamp, this is power amp, right? So let's start off. Let's get the bright switch out, bottom switch out. Let's just check out the gain range.
Sure.
And see what happens on a Strat style guitar. It cleans. So I was just, you couldn't see it because it was behind his headstock, but I was turning the bright switch on and off and the bottom switch on and off. To me, actually, it sounds quite nice, even with a Strat with bright and bottom on.
They're nice shelf EQs, aren't they?
Yeah. So let's check out now, and just watch the headstock of your guitar. Let's check out the gain range. So we're on low gain. So let's put this all the way down and see what happens. Okay, let's give it a little bit more gain. So it still stays clean when you go sort of there. So that's with the gain cranked.
Yeah.
To me, I quite like it sort of almost halfway up. When it's sort of almost a little bit of breakup, I usually have the bottom switch in. Just see what that sounds like now, like that. It's quite a nice sort of slightly broken up clean sound.
Yeah, it's kind of punchy even at low volume.
So should we let's quickly try this, just with a different guitar. So P90s, because that's another thing you don't usually hear much about. With Engl guitars, P90s, Engl amps. So this is a Gordon Smith guitars, the Gatsby, and there's a video for it up here. That same sound that Alex has had before sounds suchly. So I had the bright switch out, but I turned the treble up a little bit. I might turn the treble down a little bit now. I think it's a great clean sound. It's a really nice clean sound. And I like that sort of, where you have it set, sort of, just edge of breakup. You dig in, maybe even a little less. Or even more. Okay, you're going to... I think it's a lovely clean sound.
Cool, yeah.
Should we do just quickly humbuckers as well, just to see what it sounds like?
These are kind of slightly underwent PAFs from Mr. Glenn.
Integrity pickups. That's what it is. Integrity. I think that's what there's a video for it. Yeah.
That's what the model is. And cool, like retro crunchy thing going on.
Yeah, it's not just metal. You can do other things with it as well. Also, if you turn the volume, the channel volume down a bit, it again cleans up a little bit more. So you can kind of find a sweet spot between the gain and the clean volume. So it's cranked the gain with the humbuckers. It's cranked the gain a little bit more.
Giddy up.
It gets a bit of drive, a fair bit of drive from clean channel. So now let's move on to channel 2, right? So we're going to move over to the yellow channel over here, channel 2. So everything's kind of the same. Now, instead of that being the gain, this is now the gain. We've got the shared bass and mids, and now we've got the, this treble, the crunch. They call it clean and crunch. So crunch treble. And the volume for the channel. So this is at this where it's set now. This is what it sounds like with humbuckers. That was with the bright switch.
That's pretty fat.
That's fat, yeah. And that's now with the bottom switch too.
Ooh, I like bottom.
Bottom, big bottom. Almost in tune.
Tune again.
It's a vintagey sort of gain channel to me.
Yeah.
It's not the modern thing like what you would expect from this amp. It's a vintagey kind of flavored drive. So this had the bottom and bright switch in. Let's take both out, put it somewhere here, and actually I'll play a little bit with the presence and a depth punch control. So that's on the power amp, right? So that's like any presence control or depth control. A lot of places call it as well for the low end. So I'll play around with that at these gain settings. So we've got the Guru's Ecos X3 Steve Lukather delay, and there's a video for it up here. That's in the effects loop currently. And is it just on the Steve Lukather settings? It's just almost.
It's on some settings.
Yes, but it's going into the effects loop, so we can. And there's a little. I've got a little foot switch thingy dingy here, and it's currently set up so this turns the effects on and off, and this turns the gate on. Because later on, with the heavier gain channels, it's good to have the gate running. So, same setting as before. Just now with P90s. With some delay. great sounding second channel. Again, more vintage kind of flavour than you think. It has a kind of Marshall fizziness to it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's quite nice. Do you want to try it? Let's quickly try Strat.
Sure.
So that was with the bottom switch in as well. I think that sounds really good.
Sick.
Should we just very quickly try low tuning with this as well? Just because, why not? Let's just do some low tuning stuff.
Yeah.
So this is a Squire JMascis Jazzmaster with a tough set bridge and some Mad Love. Or this is actually just a Mad Love pickups. This is the Travis Beanstyle in a Jazzmaster pickup. There's a playlist for it up here, and this is in B standard tuning, right? Just to check out low tunings with this, but again, not your usual kind of guitar that you would associate with this. With some delay. All right, well, should we try now? Should we go now? I'll give you this back.
To the dark side.
Let's go to the fun side of this. The super duper high gainy stage. So let's go to channel 3 now.
Yes.
So channel 3, you go down, like that, and then you have the 2 red channels here. So channel 3. So we've got the gain for channel 3. Then you've got you don't have a bright switch anymore, but you've got a bottom switch for channel 3 and a separate bottom switch for channel 4. You've got a shared EQ. So you've got bass, mids, and treble shared between the two. And then you have this mids boosted control. You have this switch here, which boosts the mids only for channels 3 and 4. And you can kind of set how much of that mids boost you want, which is all foot switchable too. So that's something you can for lead boost. It can bring in some more mids. But let's just check out now at those settings. Channel 3, definitely more high gain with a Strat style guitar. Yeah, now the gate works. It must only go for channel 2 and 3. I don't know. I only ever use it for channel 2 and 3, so I didn't know if it was working for channel 1 and 2. But it must only be working for channel 2 and 3. Let's turn the gain down a little bit because you can make it less. I think especially with the Strat, the bottom switch is quite nice. Let's go slightly less gainy. Maybe turn the gate off then.
Can I have some effects loop?
Oh, an effects loop, yes.
Please?
You may. added some mid boost there.
It's rock and roll.
Which just brings it a little bit more forward.
Yeah.
I do think with the Strat especially, it sounds really good with that in. It's
thick.
Let's go crazier with the gain. So that was sort of at 9 o'clock.
Yo.
Actually, let's go all the way down. Let's see what happens when you go all the way down with the gain. Not much.
That's what happens.
Yeah, go to about that. And there's a gate.
There is.
So lots of gain, lots of headroom.
Yep.
Let's play around a little bit. So that was with the bottom switch off. Let's play around a little bit with the EQ quickly, and then I'll add the mid boost to it as well. It's noisy with it. I think that's a pretty cool sound.
Stacks rock.
Now, let's see what the difference is when we mid-boost it. So I'll bring the mid-booster in, and then I'll start with it all the way off the mid-boost control and bring it in and see what it does.
Good night, Springfield. There will be no encores.
So definitely it adds, is it sort of lower mids maybe?
Thicker city.
It makes it fatter, yeah, definitely fatter. I mean, even more fatter. So let's try that exactly that same sound. Actually, let's start off with the mid booster off.
Yo.
And I'll turn the delay off just to begin with P90s. Because to me, it works really well with guitars like this and Jazzmasters and stuff like that. It sounds great. So this is that same sound. We've got the gain only about halfway up. It's enough gain. And that's me saying it's enough gain. So look at this. Without delay again. I think it's a great sound. That's yeah. Great sound for like heavy rock stuff or heavy riffy stuff, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be metal. No. I mean, if you don't push it with a tube screamer or something like that on top of it, which we won't do in this video, it's just the amp in this video. It thickens up even more, tightens up even more if you go to channel 4, the insane channel. But I think it's a great, where the mid sit and that mid boost, it's a good place where they sit as well. I dig it. I dig it. Should we now?
I think it wouldn't be as cool without that mid boost.
Oh really? Yeah.
That's the icing on the cake for me. Yeah.
It makes it better.
Yeah.
Should we now check that same channel with humbuckers, same sound? Okay.
Sorry.
In tune and with the same settings now. Let's start off without the mid boost. but now if I crank the mids,
Yes.
does that sound? Is it different to you than less mids and then mid boost? Let's just try the difference. So cranked mids. Like, are there different mids? That's what I'm getting at.
Yep.
So that's cranked mids, but without the mid boost. And then that's not cranked mids with the mid boost.
Totally. It's a lower fat and mid thing.
Lower mids, yeah. So the boost is more low mids. Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah. Yeah, the mid boost does make a difference. Now, let's very quickly check this. I mean, this is a long enough video as it is, and we've got one more channel to go. But quickly, low tunings, because why not? Because, you know, we can do it. So, again, B standard tuning with the gate on, with that same channel. So to turn the gate off and turn the volume down here. And with some delay. Actually, let's do this.
Ooh.
Again, of course, it sounds good with low tunings, but should we now check out the last channel, channel 4, the craziest of all channels? So we're going here. Now we're on the last channel. Again, everything is the same. We're just moving now. That's the gain control. This is your fat bottom girl's button.
Nice.
But all that's the same. So this is shared now. So let's just do exactly the same settings. Right, so we've got the same EQ. The gain is even on roughly the same. Mm-hmm. Let's just see what the difference is in sound between the two channels. So this is channel 4. So with the mid, so without the mid boost, it definitely more mids on channel 3, a bit more skip channel 4. Now with the mid boost, I went between the two. What are your thoughts to channel 4 with the mid boost versus channel 3 with the mid boost?
I think I like 4.
You like 4?
Yeah.
So it's maybe a little less mid forward, but then you boost it and maybe the mid sits in a slightly different place. It's maybe cleaner. It's a cleaner, dirty sound. Yeah, channel 3 is maybe a bit more muddy.
Tighter, maybe.
Tighter, yeah, maybe that's, I guess, yeah.
Is that the right descriptions?
So again, let's just quickly flick. So this is channel 3 again.
Yo.
Just play some chords and then go channel 3, channel 4 with the mid boost on. Do you prefer channel 4?
I like the top end of channel 4.
Okay. Yeah, it's slightly voiced differently. So let's now try channel 4. Let's send the gain down a bit. Let's just
Do all the tinkerings.
let's just see without the mid boost now. Let's see what gain range you have in channel 4. That actually sounds really good. That's without the mid boost.
Yeah.
Let's just try. Let's just that same setting now. Just try it with mid boost now. So that's with mid boost. I almost like channel 4 without the mid boost.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a good sounding channel. All right, I mean, there's really not a use for it, really. But let's go past 12 o'clock with the gain. Let's see how much gain you can get. The mid boost is almost a bit too much on that channel for me now.
Let's try a different guitar.
Let's try a different guitar. Yeah,
Might make
okay, let's try it
sense
with P90s
singles
maybe.
or something.
P90s, because they're a bit more mid forward, as it is.
What?
Well, P90s are a bit more mid forward pickups.
Yeah.
So, okay. Just going to turn the gate on just to have quiet in between. That's a great sound. That's a really good rhythm guitar. It's heavy distortion, but great sort of distorted rhythm guitar. To me, it's got that. It has a kind of a vintage vibe, but it can really handle low frequencies. Because I mean, it's meant for drop tuning stuff. So if you, it doesn't sag. It doesn't start to sag when you go. And I mean, let's do the Strat now, but then we'll do lower tunings after that. You can really add low notes and start sort of chugging, I guess, for less of a better word. Lack of a better word. But it can handle all the low frequencies, whereas with a lot of other amps, once you start going to the lower stuff, it starts sagging, you know, which it doesn't do with this. Okay, so same setting now with S-Type. I think with the Strat, the bottom booty switch is really usable. Let's quickly try low tunings with this. I mean, of course, it'll handle low tunings well, but let's just try it out anyway, just to see what it does. B standard tuning. Here. And let's turn the delay off just for this. I don't know what I'm doing. With a bit of delay, why not? It's not loud enough for feedback. I've got to say, channel 4 I like without the mid boost. Channel 3 I like with the mid boost. I think that's how I usually use it at home anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, there are heaps of other things you can do with this amp. So there's, I'll show a picture of the back. There are 4 Footswitch inputs. So you can have, I use just currently one of these little ones, little 2-button ones. But you have 3 inputs that do 2 different things. So this one, for example, turns a gate on and the effects loop on and off. I have that usually plugged in at home, so I have a gate, because I do like the gate. The gate also has a control in the back, so you can make it really, so when you're doing chuggy stuff, really fast chuggy stuff, it works quite well. It's actually quite a good gate on there. Yeah. But when you're playing more kind of laid back stuff, legato kind of lead stuff, it doesn't just, you can turn a gate down a bit. The other switch, I think, switches between channels, so you can, one switches up and down, the other one switches left and right, like with the buttons here. And then the third one turns the second master volume on and the mid boost. But then if you get their Z9 switch, the big metal thing, you can then control all of them, or you can program it. So I actually want to use this amp with a band, which I haven't done much, but I have used it every once in a while because it's too big and heavy and too loud. But you can assign it. So for example, what I did, because to get the clean channel super clean and to get it up at the same volume as the gainy channels, I assigned a clean channel to Master Volume 2. So Master Volume 2 was a bit louder. So when it went to clean channel, it was the same volume as the other channels. But that's all with one button. And then with one switch of the button, of the foot switch, the Z9 switch, you can go from channel 1 clean with the loop on and with the gate off to channel 4 with the gate on, loop off. So all the little button functions, the Z9 switch, I think it remembers pretty much all of them, and you can preset it all for that. So there's tons of stuff to do. You've got the effects loop also with the volume control. So currently we have the volume all the way on because we set the mix on the pedal. And then you've got, I think, is it 5 outputs for speakers? You've got a 16 ohm, 2 8 ohm, and 2 4 ohm. Is it?
It would be 1 4 ohm, but maybe the other way around. Excuse me.
There's 116. I think there's definitely
there's options for all the.
You see a picture in the back.
Yeah.
I usually just plug a 16 ohm in. So, yeah. But yeah, that's the amp. So Alex, I mean, I like that amp. I have it at home. I use it a lot. Your thoughts, because you don't play it that often.
Yeah, cool. It's definitely more rock and roll than metal for me.
Yeah. Right? I mean, you can make it metal, and I think this cabinet as well. It has that sort of a bit of a fizz to it. which kind of makes it more Marshall-y sounding as well.
Because it's a Marshall.
Because it's a Marshall cabinet.
Yeah.
But I think when you change cabinets as well, you get slightly quite different sounds.
Massive changes.
And then running tube screamers into it or running boosts into it, which you won't do in this because the video is long enough as it is. This is just meant to be a quick sort of overview of this amp. But so, is it something you would use?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool.
Definitely like the crunch tones. The cleans are very clean, like super clean.
It has a nice clean,
Clean, nice. But I think I would live on channel 2 mostly and maybe some other stuff. Yeah.
For me, channel 1, 2, and 3. 4 I rarely use actually.
Sure.
Even though I do like the way it sounds.
There you go.
Maybe different guitars, but channel 1, 2, and 3. I mean, I use it for recording at home a lot.
Yep.
Because it's super versatile. You can do tons of stuff with it. Anyway, I mean, that's the E645. E645, yes. Powerball 2. The numbers, I never remember the numbers. E645 Powerball 2 by Engl Amps. Not sponsored. I bought this amp. I really like it. I like Engl. I'm a big fan of Engl amps. So
yeah. What do you guys think? Leave us a comment. Say hi. Do you have one of these? Have you played one of these?
And one of my favourite guitar players of all time started using two. He's got 2 Powerballs now. He's using Larry Lalonde from Primus.
Oh yeah, cool.
He's got 2 of them now instead of the Marshall stuff he usually uses.
Links below to socials and podcasts. Check those out if you got a second. Thanks you very much for hanging, and we shall see you on the internet real soon.
And I'm going to put up a playlist of all Engl related stuff. Oh yeah, and you should watch it.